Good afternoon, guys. GirlInGrease here. And I know it's been a while, and I know I did promise that I would be posting some more videos. So I kind of went back on my word a little bit, but I'm back with a video that I'm excited to post because it's my first video in, I don't know, maybe 2-3 months. And I'm so sorry to all of you guys that have been sending me messages asking where I've been and what I've been up to. But school's been really crazy. I'm coming up nearing the end of my first year, so it's just been so crazy. I haven't had a lot of time to do any posting of videos, but I do have a very special video, and I want to share it with you guys because as summer approaches, new opportunities presents itself, and I'm excited about this one. It's a little bit more personal to me because I made a promise to myself quite a few years back that I would get back into doing this when the time was right. And well, the time is right. And I'm just gonna get some lights on here so that you guys can see it. But I have a new baby that I am very proud of, and I really want to show it to you guys. So I'm just gonna, there she is. So I bought myself a 2015 Yamaha FZ 09. And I promised myself quite a few years ago that as soon as I was kind of ready to get back into the motorcycle world, kind of a little more of a personal story, I got pregnant and had to sell my bike, and because I said it's not safe. And so I wanted to get the kids kind of done with and not being... so when I'm done having kids, I wanted to get back into motorbiking. And so I have, and I'm very, very excited about getting back into it. And because it's kind of always been a part of me. I grew up on a farm, and we had dirt bikes and go-karts. And when I was dating my husband, he had motorbikes and went on cruises. Then finally I got mine. And then as soon as I got mine, I only rode for maybe a year and a little bit, and then I got pregnant and I had to sell my bike right away. So I never fully got the experience of, full season. And so sacrifice obviously was well worth it because of my kids, but now I'm back and with a motorbike. And so I'm really, really excited about it. I know it's kind of a little bit of a side hobby with everything else that's kind of going on in my life. Let's open up this other day. But I just wanted to share. And if any of you guys that have Yamaha MT-07, 09, MT-10, FZs, I would love to hear from you and see what your experience is on what your bike is like. And I've taken this bike on a few cruises, and I absolutely love it. It is everything I've wanted it to be. And so I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've done. So we have custom exhaust. It has been flashed, which is really nice because then everything is, oh, there's a little bit of dirt there. Everything syncs properly. We have the fender eliminator kit, which I saw photos of the actual eliminator again, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's very, very ugly. Little phone case, Amazon, super cheap. You've got your throttle assist, so when you're riding, your wrist doesn't hurt as much. And then what I have ordered is I ordered a clutch handle and a throttle handle because I went on a cruise, and by the end of the cruise my hand was just dying. And I don't have very long fingers, so when I'm trying to grab the clutch, I'm extending my hand like all the way and then pulling the clutch in. So I just found there was quite a bit stressful once the ride was done. So I got that, and then I also I've got the tank protector, and I did order some side protectors as well for your knees. So that's when you're hugging the tank a little bit, your knees don't slide around. So I figured it's kind of more of a safety thing. And so anyways, not very much I've done to it. It's basically completely stock other than the exhaust and having it flashed. So why don't we start it up for you guys? You guys aren't too bored. It sounds really nice. I really like it. Okay. And here we go. Oh, hang on a second. It's not in neutral. There we are. So I love it. It's everything that I wanted. I had a couple of bikes that I've ridden before. I'll get out of the sun here. And so I had a cruiser bike, it was a V-Star 650, and it just wasn't quite my jam. So then I bought a GS 500, and I really enjoyed it. Like, it was very fun, it was torquey, but it was a little bit light. So then when I sold that bike and then decided I want to get back into it at some point, I bought this bike. And I knew that from owning a sport bike and a cruiser, which was my style and which I really enjoyed. And so the cruiser bike wasn't, you know, ready for my personality. So I went to the sport bike, but I went on to the naked version. So I'm gonna come back in here. So for those of you who don't know, it doesn't have a front fairing. So it's pretty much all naked. It has a tiny little windscreen right up here. Very, very small. So you do feel a lot of the wind, but I wanted a little bit more of an upright position. I didn't wanna be hunched over like a crotch rocket with your stomach laying on the tank, but I also didn't wanna be like that Harley style. I wanted something that was kind of an in-between where you can go on long rides, but also have power wherever you wanted to go. And so I settled on this one, and so far it's been an amazing bike, and I can't wait to get into the season. So yeah, really, really short video. So nothing kind of too exciting, but something to kind of get you an idea of what I've been doing and what I'm getting back into. And a side note, I don't really post a whole lot of videos on YouTube as much because of school, but I do post some funny little reels here and there on my TikTok, just GirlInGrease. You can search me up. I do post every couple of days and stuff like that. Just fun little things if you want to stay in tune. I do post some videos of my bike and any of the little adventures that I go on. So I'd love to have you guys come along for the ride. No pun intended. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Sorry it wasn't exactly a fantastic video. I do have a bunch of questions on my C10, and unfortunately I haven't done anything with my C10 because it requires a lot of my attention. The only thing that I'm working on right now is I'm doing the engine. So I'll post a video of kind of the disassembly that I'm doing right now, just because I don't have time to really invest in researching all this kind of stuff, and COVID put a halt on things, and then school. So I haven't had a lot of progress. But I did get an engine stand, and I'm disassembling the 350, which I will actually be using in our C10. We've decided not to do an LS swap, more cost effective, and there was nothing wrong with the 350. So we're gonna go around and do some fun things with the 350 because, you know, it's free. The engine works. So I'm taking it apart, and we're gonna bore it out and all that kind of stuff. But I'll be posting videos along the way of my journey with that engine. So yeah, kind of a short video. This is uncut. I didn't do any stitching together. This is just kind of raw. So thanks again so much for watching the video and supporting me. Yeah, happy spring to everybody. If you guys liked this little video, please subscribe to stay tuned with all of my lovely adventures and the journey that I've kind of brought into my life. And I love you guys so much, and thank you again and again and again for the support that you guys have been giving me. And as always, we'll catch you next time.